Hello, I am Sharon Haver from FocusOnStyle.com, and we are here with
Brad Boles from the Real Housewives of New York City, and
I'm getting some really good kisses. You know why? Because my arm is behind Brad, but little poodle boy has come over, and I'm getting my doggy looks. They're see from behind. Oh, he went back into his bed. So anyway, we're here, and we're going to talk to you about what to wear or what not to wear to a job interview.
Now, but also, more importantly, in these perilous times, you want to nail the job.
By what you wear?
Absolutely. What you wear tells everything about you. The moment you walk in a door and you're being interviewed, they've already made the decision.
And
most of the time.
Most of the time. Well, you get a good idea when the person you're sitting at your desk and someone is walking in as to what they're wearing. If it's going to be in a situation where you're interacting with other people, where it's more of a social type of atmosphere, you're going to meetings. Why are you laughing?
Don't eat Mexican food the night before an interview.
And if you work from home and you end up sitting at your computer wearing a towel because you haven't had a chance to get dressed, when you go on a job interview, figure out how to put your clothes on.
Exactly.
But anyway, so don't go by what Brad and I are wearing today because we got the job. So
we're unemployable.
We're unemployable. But anyway, no. But what happens is what you need to do is you kind of need to assess what type of business you're in. Is it something where you really want to be very, there's nothing worse. I know when people come to talk to me and they want to get hired on, even like as an intern or as an assistant, and it's a fashion job, and they come in wearing these very conservative suits like they should be a bank teller, and it's like, well, you don't look like you get fashion. So what you want to do is you kind of
do your research.
Mm-hmm. If you're working in a magazine where all the girls are running around wearing high heels that they got out of the fashion closet, you don't want to be the girl coming in looking like you're just ready to.
Actually, that's very true. I had over the last several years, I have had the displeasure and the pleasure of interviewing hundreds of potential assistants.
He was just looking for the cute one.
Actually, I've had a couple of those. And I'll tell you, it was amazing to me. I don't know if there was a preconceived notion of who... They obviously hadn't done the research on me because I'm fairly Googleable.
Googleable. He's got googly eyes.
And the thing is, so it surprised me that I would have a lot... I would have a lot of girls and guys that would show up for the meeting very conservatively dressed and extremely nervous, and I always put them at ease and said, this is not the kind of atmosphere in which I work. It's more casual, but it's chic, and it's fashionably chic. And it is true. I think that one of your best defenses is to be armed with knowledge and know what you're walking into.
Especially if you're coming into a job and it's a casual job, and especially on the web, people really don't get dressed up every day. Oh, we're getting that weird light thing again that's flickering on us. People don't really get dressed up every day.
I think the lighting man is drinking.
We've been in this series is having nothing but like weird light problems. But anyway,
oh well.
So anyway, what you want to do is you want something casual, but when you're going on your first interview, you want to step it up a notch or two.
That doesn't mean sex it up.
That doesn't. I mean, I don't want to tell you this, but girls, if you come in for a job for me and your sweeties are hanging out, I don't want to see the cleavage. So, and guys, if you're coming in and you want to work for me and you're wearing the dirty jeans that look like you can go fix your car, probably not the best bet.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think that there are you can still be sophisticated and be elegantly sexy.
And have respect for the situation. Yeah. Have respect for the type of atmosphere and for the person you're seeing. And don't come in looking like Snooki.
And do not do a 5-inch heel.
No, just wear something you can walk in. Mm-hmm. But then people are saying, well, I wear 5-inch heels all the time. Should I buy something new for a job interview?
Absolutely. It should be a staple.
It should be something exactly.
I mean, if you're going on a lot of interviews and you're looking to nail the job, in these perilous times right now, I can guarantee you there are 15 people right behind you who are looking for that same job. I recommend if you're going to do a one-piece, such as a dress that's a one-piece dress, I would do a rounded collar, and I would do either...
I hate round collars. Really?
Well, it depends.
I hate
If you're entering corporate America, a rounded collar, a rounded neck, and I would do,
Rounded neck, yes, but not like a rounded
No, yeah,
Peter
yeah, yeah,
Pan.
I mean, yeah, no,
I have
no.
a pet peeve
Yep.
for Peter Pan.
I've got a rounded neck, yes. And you can do another beautiful thing that you can do is you can do a gorgeous a sweater set, a twin set with a
It
beautiful
might sound
skirt.
boring, but if you're going for a conservative job, be simple and chic
Yes.
rather than
charcoal
being,
grays, light grays, medium
Don't
grays,
wear your
chocolate
favorite
brown.
hairy sweater to your
Yeah.
job interview.
But and keep your tones simple. Do not go with any jewel tones. Keep everything neutral.
You could wear jewel tones, but don't wear ones that are very shiny and vivid. In other words, you could wear like a matte burgundy wool dress.
Well, you could.
But you wouldn't want to wear like a burgundy satin kind of dress.
I also,
or a
well, and
shiny
a rule of
fabric.
thumb is, the problem is that's a whole other episode. But you have to be very careful, ladies, when you get into the satins, because unless you're getting into the higher grade satins, they do tend to look very cheap. And
Cheesy.
if it's a synthetic satin, unfortunately, it holds sweat, and that is not pretty. Because if you're in a job, that's another thing we have to address. If you're in a job interview and you get nervous and you're a sweater,
You have a sweaty pits.
you got to be really careful about it. So wear a jacket, throw a jacket.
Wear a jacket if you have a sweaty pit issue.
And people do.
And
They get
people-
nervous. Anyone gets nervous out there, especially in this atmosphere when you desperately need that job.
And wear a sweater or wear a jacket so nobody sees you sweat.
Do not over perfume. Nobody.
You know what?
wants-
You're probably better off not wearing any perfume because that's another thing, especially if you're working in a small office.
You come
Someone
in for
doesn't
an
want the
interview,
girl
it's over-
coming
yeah.
in that smells like the
Overwhelming.
bordello.
And don't come in reeking of a distillery from the night before. I know you may have been out with your girlfriend celebrating the night before. Don't make the job interview the next morning.
So, I'd like to hire the girl with the gin breath. No. The other thing I think you shouldn't wear are big dangling earrings because I find them, in general, find dangling earrings incredibly distracting. But when someone is talking to you,
Unless they're 104 carats and you're on a red carpet.
and you own them and not
Yeah,
borrowing them.
exactly.
But I think that when you're talking to someone, especially in something like this, and it's a one-on-one, and you're actually, it's like you're talking head to their face, and you've got these earrings that are kind of blowing in the breeze, it's really distracting to kind of focus. So I think if you are wearing jewelry to kind of keep stuff that's
Yes.
tight to your body and not particularly shiny or glittery.
Correct. And also a rule of thumb, if you're going to wear white, make sure it's not whiter than your teeth.
I have naturally yellowish teeth, and they're mine. They're not Brad's veneers. Chiclets.
I paid for these.
I know, and I got these. And you know where I got these? Mommy and Daddy.
So basically, you should be wearing only ivories.
I do because actually I do. I have, I've had my teeth bleached a few times. I use whitening
Right.
toothpaste every day.
Right.
I use a fast, the whitening toothbrush. And the thing is, my teeth they're very
Well, I
white,
mean,
but they
I
have a
mean-
slight ivory.
I mean, you've known me for at least 25 years. I've gone through lots of transitions.
Lots of
There's
teeth.
very little on me that's left.
But these are all me. Those are my real teeth. And,
You don't take them out and put them on the bedside table at night?
No, but I would show you a sheet of white. I mean, they're not. See, they're kind of slightly on the
Actually,
yellow.
they're
They're natural.
Actually,
they're normal.
let me see
they're
that sheet of white.
I think
Let's
Brad's
see it.
teeth are whiter than
Oh!
the white paper.
Look.
You know that's like
Wow, I have the best dentist.
fake.
No, I have the best dentist in the whole world. He says everybody. My teeth are beautifully done.
What does he do to them?
Oh, they're beautifully done. But that's a whole other day. Anyway, getting back to the workplace and how
Well,
to.
I think the other thing is when on an interview, I think you should always dress up a job or two. So in other words, if you're coming in for the intern, you don't want to look like the poor little girl who just, rated Forever 21 with every trend. You want to be stylish, but look more like the assistant. When
And
you're
don't-
assistant, well, you want to look a little
and
more
don't
like
look
the
like you
editor.
want to take over the person's job that you're being interviewed
No,
for.
don't try to look over them
Yes. Very
that
important.
much.
That's called doing your research.
And that's called it. If mommy and daddy buy you all the really expensive things in the world, and you can come in for a job, and your boss is making like less than $100,000 a year.
And you come in with
please-
the latest iPod.
please-
iPad.
No, please don't come in wearing $10,000 worth of clothes because the person who's working really hard probably won't be too happy. So
Well, that's
No.
if they even know what they are.
no, they know.
I mean, magazines. Everyone has access to them these
It's like
days.
those girls from Fashion Week. The two we kept seeing. They were like 19 years old, and every day we'd calculate how much they're wearing. And it
Right.
would be between $6,000 and $10,000.
Right. All right. So we're gonna wrap this up. Make sure that you've got on a nice undergarment so that you're pulled in.
Because you never know where that interview will go.
No, just so everything is
That
slim.
didn't work, Brad.
No,
That
so,
came out the wrong
no,
way.
so everything is slim and trim.
Don't do anything where your boss needs to see your undergarments.
On your first
Whether-
interview. Oh, I'm saying spank it.
Spank it. Or
Spanks.
anyway, yes, no casting couches and no panty lines and bra straps poking
Absolutely.
out. So
All right, bye guys. FocusOnStyle.com.
where you never know if you can get a job.
You might need to take it off. Bye.
It's him. He's retarded. Ooh, bye.